Boop beep bop beep beep bop boop 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 beep up boop. Steve called me a poop head. How rude, cock ass. Hi, Steve. Steve was the first in today. Hi, Steve. What's going on, buddy? Fishy on, good to see you. What was I going to mention to you, Fishy on? That's the second time that has happened. I saw something in another stream with that you said, and I wanted to bring it up. It was a good thing, positive thing. It was something funny or something. That's like the second time that's happened, Fishy on. 10,000 pellets. Yeah, you could have 10,000 pellets because they ain't worth nothing for just a couple more days. Crypt Keepers, good to see you, Tim, my neighbor. What's happening? There we go. The poop has started. Let the poop begin. Poop. See if I turn sideways. Oh, look at that. That's sort of weird. You look a little side eye. You get a little side eye. Let's look outside real quick because it's just starting. It's just starting. Snow, we got the snow. Snow business like no business I know. It's snowing. It's snowing. Excuse me. Jesus. That hit me. Let's see. Stephen P. Meow. And Mexicali. What's up, Jorge? Good to see you. And of course, as always, Mr. Steve P. 2003. And my brother Whip, who had a birthday yesterday. Thank you for being here, Whip. Hope you had a good birthday. Blessed with pets, hello. Guess what? Chicken butt. Chicken butt? Is that what? Guess what? B Wizzle, hello. That was on my end. I was going to say, nothing should have been different. Adam McReynolds, hello, hello. I got the Munch box. It's every 3 months, every day a month, which... that might be here today, Brandon. There's a couple packages in the mail today that I'm not sure what they are. Label is distracted. What is happening? Lebel. We got some of that white stuff earlier north of the border as well. Yeah, it's not, you can see it's just barely started. We're supposed to get like up to 10 inches today. We'll see, because it's lake effect, and lake effect is very difficult to gauge. A lot of times it'll be in streaks. So, like, let's say here in 5 miles inland in a direct line, we get, 2 feet of snow, but you go just a little bit outside of that line on either side and they get maybe a couple inches. Blessed with Pets is going to New York City on Thursday. New York City! I'm not a fan of the cities, but that's cool. I mean, congratulations. I can tell you're very excited. I'm just not a city fan at all. I love living in the country. This thing has got my arm. The machines are rising up. Have a good trip, though, Blessed with Pets. It's sort of a bad time to go to. Well, no, not New York City, because New York City doesn't really get a lot of snow. It's pretty far south compared to where we're at. Plus, being right by the ocean and stuff, it's warmer. So they don't get a lot of snow. So this is still a good time of the year to go. Plus, I've always heard that New York City around Christmas time is amazing. People have said that so many times. And I didn't say hi to Jenna P. Speaking of amazing, hi, Jenna P. Oh, Whip says, I got a couple things heading your way. Not sure when. I can't look without seeing what the wife ordered for me. It should be soon. And look at you being so responsible, not looking. You looked. You know what she got you. Are you able to do that? Like if you know that there's a place where you can see what somebody bought you and is sending you, do you go and look, or do you hold off? That's for everybody in the chat, but especially Whip. I'm mixed on that. Sometimes I'm really good about it, but sometimes I'm like, I don't know. Like I know she bought something, and I want to make sure it's the right something. Does that make sense? Like I know Michelle will buy me something, um, but she doesn't know technology very much. So if it's like a tech thing, that's horrible. It's horrible. Huawei, is that cocaine falling from the sky? It is indeed cocaine. Yep. I have become comfortably numb. It's a cocaine sky today. Cocaine sky. And I'm hoping we get a lot of it. I'm hoping it really just coats the ground, and we finally get to see some snow. What sucks though is you can't see the lake, because right above my head, I changed the camera view and zoomed in just a little bit, because right above my head you could see the channel, and there was a ton of big waves coming in, so you could really see the white caps and stuff, and it looked cool. So we finally get to see something going on in the lake, and we don't get to see something going on in the lake. So. But hopefully this makes up for it, and it gets beautiful and really comes down good and hard. Gatlinburg is cool as well. I've never been to Gatlinburg. Blessed with Pets said, actually, I'm excited, but not excited at the same time, because all the animals I got to worry about. Oh, yeah. Not being home with them. Yeah, that's always difficult. Anytime we go anywhere, even Thanksgiving, Wally couldn't go with us to Thanksgiving to my son's house, because they have a new dog, a puppy, who's not fixed yet. And she's about 10 months old. So, we're worried. So neither one of them are fixed yet. So we couldn't bring Wally, and that disappointed me, I didn't get enough notice at all. And we're driving from Louisiana about 40 hours with 5 siblings. Oh my God. And your parents are driving 5 kids from Louisiana to New York. They are saints and insane. They are insane saints. Insane in the membrane. Going insane. Got no brain. It has electrolytes, Sam, and that's what plants crave. Love that movie. Idiocracy is up there. I think it's Michelle's very favorite movie. I wouldn't look on purpose, but this first time we're both using the same account, so I don't have to pay for 2 Prime. But now we don't know whose stuff is whose. Oh, yeah. So someone has to look. Gotcha. Yeah, that is difficult. We do have separate accounts. You can share Prime. There's a family thing for Prime. So she can have her own account. You pay for Prime. She's got her own account, and then you can share with her. So she gets the 2-day shipping and stuff, and some of the other stuff as well. It's not like 100%, but there's a family thing. So like you can add people to it, and that way they have separate accounts, so you can't see what they're buying, but still not have to pay for 2 separate Prime accounts. Yeah. I could never. Too much driving. Yeah. And Stephen would know. I mean, Louisiana to New York, one of these days. And Tim, it's good to see you. And hopefully that position. Now, if you're not on the Discord, you know what I'm talking about. So just another reason to join the Discord. Tim is up for a new position at work. He's working through it. And so best of luck for Tim. Hopefully that you do get that, because he also said he'd be able to do more with his schedule, and we would get to see him one of these. We'd get to see him more often. My voice did that thing again. We get to see him. They're all going to laugh at you. That's what we did, but I don't know how it works. I can't even find me anymore. It's probably, but you have to remember I'm stupid. Yeah, you are not stupid. When you use technology all the time, like you're an IT guy, those things become second nature. Like Ed, I use Ed as a great example. Ed is not very tech savvy, but he's a very, very intelligent person. And no, they're all gonna laugh at you. Adam Sandler album. But tech is not his friend. Tech is not his friend. That's all. One of these days, we'll 100% be flying to New York. Yeah. Guess what else? I'm not playing any guessing games, Blessed with Pats. I'm up here. You're down there. I get to tell you what to do. So you need to tell me something, Blessed with Pets. Sorry. I'm being very loud today, aren't I? Is it snowing? It is indeed. Indeedly doodly. we've only had one little snowstorm really so far this year. We've only had a little bit of snow. So this just started a little bit ago. It was supposed to hit this morning, and it has not. It has not. Coral, good morning. And there's Pooplin. Pooplin. Now remember, today is Tuesday, and normally we would have a focus on tonight, but instead, tonight is the Pooplin and Foxhan. Notice how he gets the poop name and she gets the Foxhan. That's just how it works. That's just how things work. They do have their members only stream. And I was thinking about, now they go at 8. They go at 8 Eastern Standard Time. Blessed with Pat, you still haven't told us. I'm still waiting. I'm not guessing. You got to tell me. There we go. First round of babies ever. I'm excited. Nice. Very cool. That is always very, very cool. Yeah, so they go for an hour from 8 to 9. So I was thinking about doing just a quick pop-up, an hour stream beforehand to do the Snarf or Barf with that last beer from Whip. Because I don't like to drink in the daytime, so maybe I'll do that tonight. I haven't decided. I don't know. Lump it, dog. Work is killing me. I'm sorry to hear that. And there's Dr. Awesome. Hey, I've got that open. Dr. Awesome, the day of today is Tuesday, the day of giving, and let's get that link, and let's drop that in the chat. Now I do have another thing pinned up there at the top, but there is the link for Dr. Awesome. That is the today being the day of giving. They are looking for donations to help them with their fundraising, to open up the aquarium and to run it. It's expensive to run, so today's a good day for that. Also at the top of the screen, you'll see Kenny Byers 1111 at gmail.com. That is our good friend Kenny ABC. Now you guys often give me super chats and super stickers and all that kind of stuff, membership gifting and all of that. So I would, instead of doing that today, if you feel the need to give something, you can do Dr. Awesome's giveaway. And he just said it's for the Christmas party for the kids. I suck at that. If it said that, I'm sure it said it right in the email that Renee sent. But anyways, you can do that. Or Kenny was laid off the day before Thanksgiving, and he's looking for another job right now, but they have a child coming in like less than 2 weeks now. So if you feel like giving today, if you feel like doing super chats and super stickers or any of that, you've got a couple of other places to go to now, don't get me wrong. I love money. I really, really enjoy when you guys give me super stickers and super chats and all that kind of stuff. But there's 2 things there that are pretty important. So it would be nice if you went that route instead. If you felt like giving, not like you have to. If you don't have any money, believe me, I understand too. I'm the same boat. But if you feel like giving, there's a couple places. And Big Cat's here, and Leo. What's up, Leo? I think I got everybody. It is snowing off and on. Again, it's lake effect, so you don't know what we're going to get. Up around the lake a little bit, like about 10, 15, no, I guess it's farther. It would be about 20 miles east of us. They're calling for close to 2 feet of snow. But that's the east end of the lake, and we're more on the southern part. We're close to the east end, but we're the southern part. So they'll probably get, and they always do. They always get more snow than we do by quite a bit. The eastern part, because that's the prevailing winds come right off the lake. Tomatillo, King of the Wild Frontier, Jennifer Weaver, hello. Hello, good to see you, Jennifer. So I got this new energy drink that I did a little short on here. Now, before I even talk about this, I might get it. It's very easy to get an affiliate with this company, I guess. There was a thing I saw, filled out a quick form, and they said yes. So I am an affiliate, but I'm not offering any affiliate stuff right now. I'm not making anything off of any of this. There's nothing coming my way. I paid for this. I normally have an energy drink every morning, so this came out of my own pocket. There's no affiliate stuff. I'm not going to be sharing links, any of that kind of stuff. I'm just telling you about it. This might be the future, though. Like, this could be an affiliate if I like the product enough. So I just got it. Dubby. You get it from dubby.gg. Now, people that have had the Gamer Sups, it's doing the autofocus again. Every time. It does not save. I've set it in the software for the camera, and it doesn't save. I've set it here within OBS, and it doesn't save. I have to go into it every time and turn off autofocus. And it's frustrating as hell. And I don't know why it won't just save the setting. All right. So people that, Gamer Sups, a lot of us drink Gamer Sups. I know Steven did. I know Geek Boy did. I know a few other people did as well. Now, you see this canister is huge compared to the Gamer Sups. Gamer Sups, I wish I had a canister here. Gamer Sups is closer to this size. It's a little bit bigger than this. The 100 drink canister from Gamer Sups is smaller than this 33. So it's a different type of powder. With Gamer Sups, it was just a little bit. And with this, you use this big, it's good sized. It's the powder is different. It's more almost like a flour as opposed to the granules that the Gamer Sups had. So I had one yesterday, and then I have one right now, and I'm on the fence. Now, this is it's called Jitterless Energy Blend. And again, this isn't a commercial. This is nothing. I'm not getting anything from this. This is just informational because I know that a lot of you people out there also drink like the Gamer Sups and those type of energy drinks and are always looking for this type of thing. So, and maybe a lot of you know about this. So again, I'm not making anything. I'm not commercial. This isn't a commercial. I'm not sponsored. There's none of that going on. This is purely just informational because I like it. I don't know that I like it so much yet, but I know you guys also drink these kind of things. That's it. Okay. All right. So this is a Jitterless Energy Blend, Galaxy Grenade, Watermelon, Guava, and Lime Explosion. And that's what it smells like. It's very, very sweet smelling. It smells like watermelon heavily. The taste is okay. The taste is not bad. I don't know that this is... It's okay, right? I can drink it. It doesn't have any sugar in it, but it still has, sweetener stuff like naturally and artificially flavored citric acid. Oh, where was it? That's not it. Sucralose. But it's got a ton of vitamins in it as well. Let's see, can we get the vitamins on there? Is it gonna focus? It's not gonna focus, is it? It's not gonna focus. So we can't. Yeah, come on. There you go. You can read it now. There you go. All right, well, vitamin C, 278% of your daily. Vitamin B3, 94%. B6, 412. B12, 8,333%. I'm sure that most of that just goes right through your system. It's got taurine, tyrosine, glutamine, caffeine, anhydrous, citrulline, and coffee fruit extract. So I'm on the fence, right? It's one flavor. The flavor's okay. I like the Gamer Supps flavors better overall so far, but again, it's only one. It's more of a flour than like granules like the Gamer Supps, so it sort of leaves sort of a powder in the water. No matter how much you stir it up, it almost has like a it's a different consistency than the energy drinks, than the Gamer Supps. It's not horrible. You really got to stir it for a long time though to get rid of that powder. And I sort of think that's a negative for it. Like, again, it's more of a flour than the granules. Okay. Anyways, I wanted to tell you guys about it. I mean, it does definitely have the energy kick, which I need. You know, with chronic fatigue is a big part of chronic fatigue is a big part of the RA. So you know, I need to have something to pick me up. You know, I need that extra boost. Sometimes it's coffee. I don't drink a lot of carbonated stuff, but it's usually an energy drink every morning. And it's usually like a powdered one, like the Gamer Supps and stuff like that. So, it's starting to look like you know, Christmas out there. I want to find a cool pet store to go to either there or on the way there. Do you know of any? You're not going to be going anywhere near Blessed with Pets. You're not going to be going anywhere near where I live. I can't imagine you would, because I live way upstate, and I have never been to the city as an adult. I've been there as a kid, but I haven't been to New York City as an adult. Let's see, Patty might know. I'm trying to think of some other people that are in the city or around the city that would know of some good ones. And Alishon, even though he's not like real close, he might still know. Poop, he might know of the poop. Poopity poop, poopity pop poop. I need to make this so it switches back though. You know, I made it so it switches to the other thing because it makes it easier. But when it's done, I need to make it switch back to that because I think that looks awesome out there. And that's what I've been waiting for this whole time. That's why I set this camera up. that's the whole thing right there. Gamer Supps, Coro. Yeah, SUPP. Yep. But in Rico's case, Barbara Jackson Gordon's here. Hi, Barbara. It's good to see you. Yeah, Gamer Supps. SUPPS. Like supplement. It's a very popular energy drink that's, you know, and again, all of these powdered ones aren't good for you. They're not good for you. This is not good for you. All that caffeine and stuff, it's not good for you. But the Gamer Supps and this and some of these other ones are better for you. And I made sure to say that. I'm not saying these are good for you, because they're definitely not. But they're better for you than like a Monster energy drink, you know? It's better for you. All right. Scrolling down. The dry fruits of the energy drink world. Pretty much, Big Cat. Yes. Pretty much. Didn't you turn autofocus off? Yes, all the time. All the time. Does it have electrolytes? Probably. Probably. Does it get rid of a hangover? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't had a hangover in a very long time. Even at the Clash, when I drank quite a bit. I mean, I drank quite a bit. I didn't get a hangover. Geek Boy says my back is hurting again, just looking at all that stuff that need to be shoveled. Yeah, we haven't had to shovel it all yet. Not a tiny bit. I know Bex and Geek got a lot more snow. I know a lot of places, you know, Canada, obviously, most of Canada gets more snow, but not all. I mean, there's parts of the, you know, parts of Canada close to the border that don't get a ton of snow compared to other places in the States. That makes sense? I mean, obviously, the farther north you go, right? But so many of their people, as our Canadians here can attest to, live, what is it? Something like 80% of the people in Canada live within 50 miles of the border. Something like that. It's just because we're such great neighbors, you know? We're such good neighbors here in the United States. They just want to be biased, that's all. Oh no, Brookley Bell, lurking while getting over a stomach bug. I'm trying to clean the house. Our house guests are gone. I need to get house back in order. And sorry about the stomach bug. That is definitely going around, though. A lot of people have come down with it recently. Oh, Coro, are you doing a stream today? I looked earlier and I didn't see one. Do you have one scheduled? Are you going to do one, Coro? If you are, I'll send people over. I don't see one scheduled yet. Let me know if you are, or schedule it, and I'll just keep refreshing. And we'll send people over to Coro right after we're done at 2 today. Eric Wyrock said, Max is watching with me. He just scrambled up my lap, ran over to the 75-gallon, pointed out the Rico sticker. It's Rico, he exclaimed proudly. Oh, Max, good job. Oh, look, there's somebody coming up the hill. I can't even see their car now. How they made it. There's hardly any snow down there. It's 29 degrees, but it feels like 19 because of the wind. You can see it start to come in. And it's a dry snow, though, so it's not going to really coat stuff really well, right? When it's a real wet snow, it sticks to all the branches on the leaves. Branches on the leaves. Sticks to all the branches, and, oh, the car's back. I can't tell who it is if they're stuck. See the car above my head? This is exciting. We get to see cars. Look, there's cars, people. We have cars. You don't see them too often. I can't tell who that is. I think that's our neighbor Sherry, who's actually pretty nice. I like Sherry. Actually, though, she backed in again. I wonder if she got stuck trying to come up the hill. Because that road is blacktop. The one over here on the right, on the very right of the screen, is just dirt, right? You guys saw that, but well, it's pea gravel. But this one's blacktop, but it's super slippery and it's pretty steep from about where she's at to the top of the hill where we're at. It's deceptively level there, but it's really not. I guess she decided not to go. All right. Less bad for you. Yeah, less bad for you. Yeah, not good for you by any means. Less bad for you would be it, Geek Boys, right? Let's see. Did I get everybody coming in? You should do pH tests on things on the difference between the different drinks. Jesus. F that, Coral. No. I don't want to do that. I just tell you if it tastes good. You can get all scientific. I just give you opinions. If you're here for facts, you're going to be sorely disappointed. I think the watermelon sort of overpowers the other flavors in it. It really does. And again, 30 servings is what this says it is. And it's like, it's probably close to twice the size of the Gamer Sups one that's so popular. Gamer Sups is probably the most popular one. Okay. Gizzard of Oz. Should have been the Gizzard of Odd. Like, test how bad they are for your teeth, not just as far as bacteria, but actual acidity. We know that, but we don't apply it to our drinks. Yeah. No. If you're here for scientific stuff, if you're here for, me actually working on something, then come on, man. Come on, Carl. You know me better than that. You know me far better than that. Okay, if anyone sees Shark Fin, we still need his address from the fishfram.link giveaway this past weekend. Gotcha. Will do. Yep. And maybe he'll be in. He is once in a while. Once in a while. Jeremy. Nice view. I'm digging it. I'm hoping that we get some actual snow buildup. You can see how powdery and fine it is. Again, very low moisture snow. So it's just not, it's not as much fun. The little small dry flakes. It's a lot more fun when they're big, fat, fluffy, moist flakes. I'm curious to see how a snowstorm looks at our new house. Well, hopefully you get to experience it. I do love a good snowstorm, but it's better on the weekends when we're already home, By y'all, Wilford, get the camera. We got cars. By golly, Wilford, get the camera. We's got cars. Tell it to you. I was watching your short today about the driving thing, and you were doing the voice, your voice, but you were like animated with it, and it made me laugh, Tomatio. I'm only here for the alternate facts. None of those either. No facts at all. No facts. Fact-free location. Kalish, good morning. Hello. Cody V, hello. Ew, snow. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Hopefully, again, there was no snow at all this morning. This has all just been for the last, but there's hardly anything there. I mean, you can still see the grass. So there's not even an inch of snow yet. We're supposed to get up to I think it was 9 inches of snow. Up to, but again, lake effect is so hit or miss. Like it could stop any second now and then that's it. But 2 miles away, they'll get 2 feet of snow. You just don't know with lake effect. I fainted 6 times in the last 24 hours. Wow. Man, stay hydrated. You know that. I'm feeling much better now as depleted in minerals. Wow, that's 6 times in the last 24 hours. Wow, that's some serious shiznit. Moist flakes. I was feeling lupus pain I haven't felt in a long time. I think because I wasn't moving. I can't lay down that long. Oh, gotcha. And I mean, I bet there was extra stress too, though, because of the guests and stuff coming over, and obviously that can cause a flare-up too, if that extra stress. So now that your guests are gone, maybe it won't be so bad. It looks like it's clearing up, doesn't it? It'd be awesome if we could see the lake and see all the big, they're not giant waves like, Superior. Ooh, is that a squirrel? Lake Superior gets waves. I mean, Lake Ontario doesn't really get along the shore here. I mean, sometimes, but it's pretty rare to get anything above 5 foot waves. We don't get the massive waves like Superior does, and even Lake Michigan, the big lake they call Gitchagumi. There's Ivy coming in. I'm so excited for Secret Santa. Very cool, Cody. Mail Secret Santa is my favorite, as I also love getting the mail. I like getting stuff, that's always fun, but surprise stuff like that, it is fun. But this year, I couldn't do it with a Secret Santa. But thanks again to Mike, All Things Fish, and his helpers. I mean, he had a few helpers as well, but he was spearheading it. I love seeing people do community things, and I feel like there hasn't been a lot of community things going on. And, I haven't been doing any, and other people haven't been doing as much either lately. Or maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe I'm just missing out on them. Maybe it's like that story of the famous, I don't remember who it was. It might have been Audubon. I don't remember who it was. He kept writing about how few songbirds there were anymore. He was not hearing songbirds anymore. And it was because his hearing, he was going deaf. So he just wasn't hearing them, but there was still the songbirds, it might be something like that where I'm just not seeing it, but they're still happening out there. Hardly anyone use fax anymore. Yeah. just government. The counties still use faxing for so much stuff. Scrolling up. Okay. Said hi to Barbara and Brooklyn. It jumped on me again. Want to hear a funny story? So we had our Thanksgiving on Saturday. My mama surprised mega dosed me with an HHC gummy. She said it's not THC. So I ate one. It hit me. What is HHC? Is it? I don't even know. Is that just the? Well, I'm just gonna look it up. Hemp-derived cannabinoid that offers a THC light experience with less potent and psychoactive effects than Delta H THC. It's made by... I had to be 21 to use the site leafly.com. That's what I'm reading. Where was it at? Making... hold on. I'm trying to find where I was at. As state and federal agencies continue to ban Delta 8 THC, the most popular hemp-derived cannabinoid, excuse me, HHC offers a tiny bit more legal promise and appeal since it's not actually a THC compound at all. It may also elude drug tests, although the evidence for that is purely anecdotal at this point. How is it made? How is it made? Was first created in 1944. He added hydrogen molecules to Delta 9 THC. I did not know anything about HHC. I never heard of it as far as I remember. So it actually, though, it affected you, huh? And that's sort of the scary thing about the edibles and stuff, too, is that, you know, regulations are important. I don't care who you are. And I don't, you know, so many people are like, regulations are killing the industry. Well, regulations are keeping us alive because corporations will do whatever they can to, you know, turn out more profits, even if that means unaliving people. So that's something that needs to be closely regulated so that people aren't... Now, granted, it's... Oh, squirrel. Granted, it's not like it's something, you know, horribly addictive or horribly detrimental to people, right? You know? So I guess the regulation isn't... But it can be scary when you're taking something and it you don't know how much of it's going to hit, right? Or how hard it's going to hit you. Oh, hold on. I see that. Coro's got the 2 o'clock stream set up, so let's get that. Copy that. Let's go over here and go into here. And you can't see, but we're doing this stuff. And we're going to customization. And we are doing redirect. And we're adding the stream for Coro. And there it is. And it's saved. And now as soon as we're done here at 2 o'clock, it'll automatically send you over to Coro. Tree rat. Tree rat. So I ate one and it hit me. So what were you doing? Did you just go to sleep or... Oh yeah, Geek Boy asked too, what's the difference between HHC and THC? Did the H Geek, obviously, about an hour later, I realized that she never takes those gummies when she was awake. She takes them and goes to sleep. I was so high and uncomfortable because the whole family was there. I should be laughing. It's just funny that your mom dosed you, you know. Scroll it up. I see Sal came in. And that's the same with me is, you know, New York State stuff is legal. And I do partake purely to go to sleep. Seriously, it knocks me out. It puts me to sleep. And I sleep so much better when I do it. Cody V says, smoker of 16 years and never heard of HHC. Yeah, It totally just knocks my butt out, and it's a good sleep too. It doesn't. I don't when I wake up in the morning when I have that help to sleep. I don't have like a hangover like I did. Like I tried Ambien years ago, and I just felt like shit the next morning. Any of those types of drugs, I just always felt horrible. But with that stuff, I don't. It's like nothing. Craig's Catfish Cave. What's up, Craig? My kids got a lesson on what HHC gummies can do to you, and they both said they have no interest in them. Maria. Hello. Hi, Maria. Lurking from work. Always a pleasure, my friend. We don't see enough of Maria these days, and it's always good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And look, let's switch over. Look, it doesn't look like bird shit anymore. Well, it does, but it's growing out. So, see? It's growing out. So it won't be too much longer. It'll be gone, Maria. Maria told me my hair looked like bird shit. We had a few adult beverages and we were joking around about stuff. It was funny. There's Sal. What's up, Sal? DJ Guppyfish. Brooke, that sucks, but yeah, it is funny. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah. Okay. Carl said, I want to do a cheap challenge competition thing, but I'm lazy and also don't take care of my own things. Feel free to steal my idea. Critter Keeper Scapes in Nature, all found materials. And I am also lazy. Oh, it's clearing up. Is that it? Wonder if it's going to come back. It'll come back. Hopefully it clears up enough we can see, like I said, the waves. It's almost right above that brown house. How now, brown? It's right above that. You can see waves coming in. So hopefully it clears up enough we can see that, because I like it. I like to see the waves. I like the waves. Audubon never owned a pair of binoculars. He owned a shotgun. Yep. Because back then, they got stuff up close and personal. Like they would shoot stuff, kill stuff in order to log it into entries and to study it and stuff. Yeah. Let me look that up on my work computer real quick. Canna brand. Pink lemonade indica gummies. Nice and relaxing. My wife has once ended up in the emergency. Ended up in the emergency room. Wow. Yeah, that's the scary thing, is that stuff isn't regulated, so you don't know what you're actually getting. You just don't know. It needs to be regulated enough so that there's a consistency. And certain brands pride themselves on that, but people who don't know, and first time they go into a shop, and I don't know. I'm all for regulations that help protect us. I guess it was a little bit moist, flaky snow, because look at the trees and stuff, the sumac. And now that a lot of the weeds and stuff have died, you see that space right in the middle that's cut down. I was mowing into there. We were supposed to have wood chips delivered, but it never happened, and I'm still waiting. I didn't pay for them. There's a thing called chip drop that they'll bring them to you. That squirrel's just going back and forth. They'll bring you, they're in the area, and they have to pay to get rid of the chips a lot of times, the wood chips and stuff, the bark and all that. They have to pay a lot of times to get rid of that stuff, which is crazy to me. So chip drop, you go and sign up, and they'll deliver it for free. Sometimes I guess it takes a long time. Other times, if you live in a more like a suburban area, you probably would get it a lot sooner. So we still haven't got our delivery. But again, it's free. And I know a lot of places do that too. You can go pick up the free stuff, but I don't have any way of doing that. I'm not going to just, I would have to put something in the back of Michelle's little SUV and take like 50 trips. Instead, they're going to bring, a dump truck full of chips here. So I'll wait. I will wait. But that's going to be our little seating area. But now you can see how it, that was cool. The wind just blew all those flakes around. Now you can sort of see where it's at, and it doesn't look like it's that hidden. But in the summertime, that's all. You can't even see that white house behind there from inside of there very well. It's just all solid with all the plants. Okay. I figure they're going to take away my Delta 8 soon enough. Is it Delta 8 going out here in Texas and switching to others? See, I don't even know any of the differences. When I was a kid, it was either good or skunk. that was the extent, Homegrown. No, it's only that homegrown stuff, and homegrown was never as good, when I was a young man and did that quite a bit. It was you never knew what you're getting then either, though. You didn't have any clue what you were getting, but most of it was not even anywhere close to as strong as it is these days, right? It's a lot stronger. Some gummies don't work well at all, but find one that does, and woohoo! Gummies, in my experience, are too quickly processed. You want like fudge or cookies where the butter is the carrier, not some distillate mixed into the candy. It's a trap that the weed candy tastes better than regular candy. I had to go hide in Mama's bedroom. That everyone kept coming to check on me. My dad's a cop, so he knew the minute it hit me. He said, "Good job, Tina. You got her done her eye." That made for a memorable Thanksgiving, I reckon. Yeah, that's good job, Tina. You got her daughter high. It's totally a sitcom thing. I'm loving that. That's funny. That is funny, Brookley. If you take magnesium to sleep, but yeah, we do. I take magnesium, but not at night though. I usually in the daytime, like right before I stream, usually because it's a helpful reminder. I have to take. Sometimes I take something stronger, but usually just like some ibuprofen. Depends on how much pain there is, but it'll be almost every day I have to take ibuprofen, depending on the pain levels. So sometimes it's something stronger, but vitamin D, B complex, vitamin C, and magnesium. I take those every day again, right before I do a stream, because the stream helps me remember to take them. Because I have, you know, I have this that Michelle put stuff in for me. Do you see the stuff in there? It's still in there because I forgot to take it. I took it. There's one day that's empty. She gave it to me on a Saturday or whatever. The Saturday one's empty, but all the rest of them still have something in there. I don't even know what it is. Vitamin D, vitamin C, and a vitamin B. Yeah. Just because I know what they each look like. So that shows how well I do it. I keep up on it. And there's one day missing, and this has been sitting on my desk for months and months and months. Sacramento, and they were insane. Sacramento's there? Really? That's illegal? Huh. Oh, not a legal state, but a legal street vendor. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think it was. What, 24 states now have legalized the stuff in some manner, right? Or is it 24 states have done recreational? I can't remember what the number is. Somewhere between there. It might also be that includes medicinal. Oh, only. Sorry. Get up. Oh. Melvin. Melvin, what's up? Smoking is too hard on the lungs, but finding a gummy that works for me is tricky at best because of the regular meds I have to take. Wish a gummy would do it for me. Yeah. Yeah. And I wish it would help you enough so that you didn't have to take a lot of those other meds. You know? Back at you, Maria. Back at you. um, I see it though. uh, I think it will happen, Tomatillo. You know, I think, you know, trends have been changing for the last 50 years. And at one point, there was no way it was ever going to happen. You know, now so many states have, and so many states have been very successful with the switch over, and they're making a ton of money from taxes to help schools and whatever else. I mean, in Texas, it'll go to line some pockets, but still. But still, I think it'll happen someday. But maybe it'll wait until the federal government finishes what they're doing, in the process of doing, and at least drop it down a level or two. Yeah, that's what Cody V says. The same thing, pretty much. We have hopes in Wisconsin. The deficit from tax money going to other states will change everyone's mind in a couple of years. Everyone wants the money. Yep. Yep. She's not a real fan of the real stuff and hates the fake stuff. Yeah, I get it when you have a bad experience. That's why you don't confidently trust your medical friend's dosage. They think they can handle is what they think what they can handle is normal. Yeah. We should talk about something else. We should talk about something else. Good night, Craig. Let's talk about Craig now. He left. Let's all talk about Craig. He went to sleep. um, the secret passage. Yes. Let's go back to that. It is looking nice out there. And we can see the lake. Can we see some waves coming in? Not really, huh? It just looks gray. There's a little bit of movement out there, but you really can't see it very well. Damn it. I was hoping earlier you could. Earlier you could see the waves coming in. Now there's just a little if you know right where to look, but yeah, that tree is still blocking a lot of our view up there. And it will drop leaves, but it always lasts a long time. But at least we're seeing more of the lake. I hate cutting trees down. Absolutely detest it. But I so want to cut those two trees down that are right here. Because if those two were gone, my view would be amazing. And I would never do it, but I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I would love to have a better view, but I'm not cutting trees down for my own view. That's just not something that I would ever think of doing. You know what? I got to go potty. I got to go pee. I'm going to go pee. I'm telling you. I'm not hiding anything. I got a big cup here. I could just use that. But nope. I got to get up. Oh, oh, I'm going to say hi. Hold on. You gotta let me sit down first. Yeah, hold on. Okay, 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 okay. There he is. There he is. This my doggy. That's my doggy. You my doggy? Say hi, Wally. Look. Look over there. Look over there. You didn't even look where I told you. You didn't even look where I told you. He's starting to get here. Come here. He's starting to get more of the fluff, the rough around here to look more like an Australian Shepherd. I love you. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You know that? I would really like it if you stopped licking my hand, though. Could you stop that? All right. Okay, you gotta get down then. Uh, 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 I'm scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling. I smoked weed laced with something, and we were fascinated with. I um, I have had a long and sometimes hey, no, sometimes unhealthy relationship with stuff. Not for a very very long time, but I saw the dead a few times. Well, a few. I saw them twice. I saw the dead twice, a few times. Um, hey, dude, you're not listening. Um, and did quite a bit of different things as a young man. Uh, uh, Sometimes a lot of fun. Sometimes not so fun. But there was a lot. There was a lot of different stuff, especially when I was in my early 20s. I had gotten divorced, and I lived with that band I talk about from time to time, and our parties were just constant. We lived right next door to ASU. There was just a bunch of college kids. Just, whew, I'm surprised that we all made it through that time. Most of us didn't even have jobs. We had enough. We did enough stuff here and there to pay for the rent on a home that like five of us lived in. Um, I actually lived behind the house. They had a little one bedroom studio, and again, I had just been divorced. I really didn't want to live with a bunch of people. I just went through a sort of a bad divorce, and so I moved into the little studio apartment thing. It was all separate, it had its own bathroom and everything, and that was my little. It was like a tiny home back then. It was an old garage that the person had turned into a little apartment. So I still had my privacy, but I was still right there. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. There's just so much we can't talk about. Again, there's no way he washed his hands. Oh yeah, I did. Yes. Always. Gross, dude. That's gross. Yeah, always. There's no way he washed his hands. Yes, always, every time. Yes, Victor's here. The moon is called a beaver moon. Yes, the full beaver moon. That's what it's called. That is what it's called. And Victor, again, thank you very much, because Victor gave me the idea yesterday to do. We did the open panel on Halloween, where if you had a Halloween costume, you could come up and join us on the panel. Well, we're going to do the same thing the day after Christmas. As long as you're wearing an ugly Christmas sweater, you can come up on the open panel. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. We're going to, just hang out, just chat, and hopefully a lot of people will join us, and we'll see a bunch of people. And especially it'd be awesome to see people that have never been on a stream before, or not too often, like Tampa Tom. He's chop Mr. Tree. Oh, he's talking about the tree I want to chop. See, it's starting to look pretty nice out there, though, isn't it? It's starting to. You know, like the view from the living room is better. I'll just have to take a picture from there just so you can, so you believe me. It's just a better angle. Like you can see, out to the lake. You can see the bay and all that. It's just a better angle. This one is unfortunately still blocked a little bit, and it didn't used to be because this area where all these trees are, there was the other trees that I want to chop down, but I never will, behind it. But all these other trees in the foreground between the tree and the grass and that back area, that wasn't there. I don't know, 8 years ago, I think, is when I let it go. So all those trees and stuff in there are also blocking the view. But I wanted to do it for, the birds and the bees and all the stuff. And this year we didn't have any brush. Usually we just pile up the brush in that back area for the year. Like we'll just all year long, we'll keep throwing the brush back there that we trimmed down. So it's just a big pile of brush, and then we let it sit there for a year, sometimes even two, for like the foxes and just, even deer, whatever, can use it as protection. And then we'll burn it like at the third year or maybe the second year, depends. What are you doing, Walt? He's in here doing something. Xanadu's here, Mark. Hello, Mark. Lurking and working. Wally washed them for him. Wally does really, really like the snow. Oh, look, now the sun's peeking out, so it's starting to look nice. Look at those sumac trees. That's the ones right here. I wish, man, I need to get the cursor so you can see the cursor on the screen. Those sumacs look pretty cool. I like when they get all, they look like candles. And Wally definitely loves the snow and the cold weather. He does have two coats like Australian Shepherds do. He doesn't look like an Australian Shepherd. He really doesn't. His body type is different. The way his fur is coming in, but he's starting to look more like one. And when he was a puppy, he totally looked like one. And his parents look like Australian Shepherds, right? We saw the parents. They look like Australian Shepherds. So I don't, again, I don't care. I don't care what he is. He's my dog. That's all that matters. And we didn't pay for him either. That would have been something if you paid for a pure breed and it wasn't. But yeah, he's my dog. So that's all that matters. Right, Wally? Right, buddy? You're a good boy, huh? Are you my doggy? Are you my doggy? He's very, very affectionate, especially in the mornings. I wake up and we have a routine. He lays down right next to me and puts his head backwards to look at me, and I pet him, give him some scritches on his neck, and then I say, okay, it's time to get up. And then I flip the blanket up and he goes down and puts his mouth on my ankles to help me push them off the bed. I mean, I don't need help doing that most days. Most days I don't need help. But he feels like he's helping. Oh, he also loves to help do water changes. Like I'll go fill up the bucket of water, and he puts his nose against it and helps me bring it in here. He always wants to be involved every time I do water changes. He loves to he just puts his nose against it like he's helping me push the bucket. Come on, buddy. Such a good doggy. He's such a good boy. The looks he gives me. What time is it? It's only 1 o'clock. Something is said about watching fire travel in slow motion across your ceiling. In Arizona, all of the apartments and houses and stuff had that. They call it popcorn stuff. It's a stucco. It's the sand and the paint. So it's real bumpy, and that casts very strange shadows in the right low light. It shows it very. So the ceilings and stuff would have that. I forgot what it's called. It's where it's just you put sand in the paint. and it's big chunky stuff. Chunky. It's big chunky stuff. It was the 70s. Yeah, it was. It was. There's Kenny. What's up, Kenny? Um, where you put your buddy who maybe just got out of the slammer but needs a little help getting back on his feet? What? What? Carl? Are you talking about the little apartment thing I was talking about? And again, Kenny's email address is at the top of the chat up there. It's pinned to the top. And again, you guys treat me very well with like super chats and super stickers and all that kind of stuff. But if you wouldn't mind, instead of doing that, Kenny got laid off the day before Thanksgiving, and they have a new baby on the way in a couple weeks, less than 2 weeks now. So if you don't mind, instead of sending it over here, um, help him out. Send it over there instead. Send it over there instead. Nothing wrong with the 70s, Jennerson. There was a whole bunch of things wrong with the 70s. The most of it was related to fashion and music. Music wise, yeah. I mean, I like most of the music from the 70s. I really do. Overall, I think the 70s had great music. Um, especially just the classic, what's called classic rock today. Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Rush, um, Black Sabbath. Just all of those bands and all the other ones that go with them. I even like yacht rock. I'm a big fan of yacht rock, and that was late 70s, early 80s when that was really taken off. But I love like Little River Band and REO Speedwagon and Christopher Cross and Little River Band was always fun. Always liked that. Eagles. Rico Ross is here painting little happy fish keepers. You just might not have a channel off after. Thank you, Ivy. Thank you. This is the whole reason that I put the camera up is to capture the winter, because I know a lot of people in the United States here and a lot of people in the rest of the world too, like our Australian friends, a lot of them don't get any snow, even though it's our summer, right, when they get their snow. But I know some people don't get any snow at all. So I thought I would share. Right, Wally? Right, buddy? Huh? Everybody's watching you. Oh, no, they're not. They can't see you at all. They think you're a figment of my imagination. There's no sniffing up there. Come on. Hey, hey, hey. Mister? I don't know what he's smelling. Let's go back to this one. Here. You want to say hi? Look. Look over here. Look over there. Look. Look, Wally. You can look outside too. What's out there? I saw a squirrel earlier. There's a squirrel right by that tree. You want to go see the squirrel? We do that. Sorry, I got distracted. um, we do that quite often. Like I'll be working on stuff and he comes in and gets up here. Okay, gotta get down, buddy. He gets up here and we just look out the window together. I got my arm around him. We just sit and look out the window together. uh, the lake, Victor, the lake doesn't freeze. Lake Ontario does not freeze. Lake Erie does, but Lake Ontario has never frozen in recorded history. Sometimes it freezes a little bit of the way out, but most of the time you just get you get a lot of ice on the shore. Like I've paddled, and there will be 10 foot of shore ice, and a lot of towards the end of the season, it'll start to open up. So there's all these cool little caves and stuff in the shore. And it'll get a ton of icebergs out there, but it doesn't actually freeze. It doesn't actually freeze. And there is quite a bit. Can we see the waves? No, you guys can't see the waves, right? See, I can see them. Come out of there. Holly just turned all my lights off. What a dick. All right, I'm going to take him out because he's driving me crazy. He's just poking around at everything. Right back. Hey, come here. Out. Let's go. Stopping by. Sorry. Old man noises. I have very fond memories of late 70s. Who doesn't like hip huggers with why? Hey, I did wear, Barbara, that's funny, corduroys. So I had a uniform that I wore in the late 70s. And that uniform was a Led Zeppelin shirt of different, I had a whole bunch of different ones because I loved Led Zeppelin. A fringed leather vest, we called him Preacher Bob. He was a biker who lived down the road from us who somebody gave him PCP, and he saw things and gave up everything. And he gave away a whole bunch of stuff, and he gave me his leather vest with the fringes on it. I don't remember what else. And then I sewed, some patches to it and stuff, but it wasn't a full, it was just a vest, right? It didn't have sleeves. It's just a vest with a bunch of fringes and the moccasin boots and brown corduroys. It was always brown corduroys because the moccasin boots were brown. So I wish I had pictures. But that's what I would, that was my uniform. That's what I wore all the time. Moccasin boots, brown corduroys, Zeppelin shirt, and my fringed vest. And that was the late 70s. That was more like early 70s stuff. I was behind in the fashion, but yeah. Buddy Viper said we weren't able to set up our big tree this year, so we bought 2 small ones for the house, one in the kitchen and be our central tree. The other will go in my room. And we've got to figure out where to put up the tree. Again, last year we blocked off Wally from it, and he was a puppy, so he wasn't able to get to it. This year, I think we're just going to trust him. We're just going to trust him. We're going to be putting a tree up any day now. And again, we have a fake one. We've had a fake one for the last few years. My daughter-in-law does want to pick up get a real tree this weekend, though, coming up. Foxanne, hello. They are our best friends. They are, right? They are. Have you ever heard of CAK Aquatics in Pittsburgh's? In Pittsburgh's. All right, scrolling down, everybody saying hi. It jumped on me again. How far behind was I? Okay, there we go. I'm only like 10 minutes behind. Not even 10 minutes. Hip huggers, yes. Corduroy is an abomination, yes. The sound. Kelly Foreman's here, but she can't chat. I hope you're doing well, Kelly Foreman. I hope you're doing well. Popcorn ceilings. I think that's what they called them, right? Is that what they called them, Adam? Or are you questioning? They probably have another technical term, but yeah, I can't remember what we called them, but it was just you painted the ceiling, but it was very, very bumpy. Like even the walls were very bumpy because of big clumps of sand in the paint. I miss those looks. Ah, yeah, whip. I know, buddy. I know. I get it. I definitely have been there, as you know. It's so difficult. The looks they give us. The looks they give us. Oh, Buddy Viper says, how do we go about donating to Kenny using an email address? I don't know how that works. That is his PayPal email address. But you could also, if you don't have PayPal or aren't comfortable using PayPal, you could also send Kenny an email there and maybe figure out another way to donate to him. Maybe, I don't know if he has Cash App or Venmo. He's here. I don't know if he has any of those things, but maybe there's another way. So if you can't use PayPal for whatever reason, send an email to Kenny. And I'm sure you guys can work something out somehow to do that. Okay. It's getting auto modded. Why would it do that one, Coral? Right? It's so weird what the Google mod decides to auto mod. Why would it do the PayPal one? That's crazy. Okay. We don't get real snow here either. We do what's called Texas snow, which is like soft pieces of sleet, like grapple, right? Like grapple. PayPal. I like the fancy transition. Oh, this one? Doodle-doodle-doot. Doodle-doodle-doot. Yeah, I put it between almost everything. We also have the Book of Foreman.
The Book of Foreman.
Brought to you by Kelly Foreman.
The Book.
Hey, gals and girls, it's time again to play What's in Hopefully you're able to hear all these. Box.
Dear God, it's beautiful.
What else do I got going on over here? Hey, gals and girls, it's time again to... That's it right now. Oh, I got this. No, that's it. Trying to make, stuff just a little more fun. And it's fun for me, too, to figure out how to do all this stuff, right? It's been a while since I've done any projects like that. So I was looking for... Well, first of all, I wanted to add a lot of stuff to the stream for people to do. Things that you guys can do. Again, if you use... There you go. Good example. Poop. 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 Poopy poopy poop. If you do exclamation COM, there's the ones that are available for everybody. The mods have a couple of extra commands, and there's not much that's members only. There is something, I don't remember what it is. It maybe it's even that poop thing. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I can't remember what I did. I tried not to do anything that would cost you, except for, yeah. The poop thing is for members only. The Grinch is only for Zen Ginger, although Ed wanted something too, so I'll have to figure out something for Ed. But the weather, you can do the weather. The only thing that costs anything is when you give me super chats and when you give me super stickers. The filter changes and my voice changes depending on which one you do. But again, I'd rather you not do those right now. Instead, help out Kenny instead. But I wanted to make it so that, there wasn't anything that was money only. You guys already give me tons of super chats and super stickers. I mean, you already do. So it was just a way to say thank you, to add those little fun things in. And I'm trying to add even more, like there's an 8-ball. You can ask the 8-ball questions, and it's sort of personalized for us. There's a whole bunch of little things like that you can do. And again, they're only for this afternoon delight. They'll never be like on the focus-ons or any type of stream that I feel is like important. Just this fun hangout one. It'll be that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I just want to make it so almost everything is for subscribers only, because you have to be a subscriber to even be in the chat, right? We turn that on. Most people turn that on. But I want to give a few things, like 1 or 2 things to members and for those types of things, just to say thank you. Just to say thank you. Lonesome Loser, DJ Guppyfish. That's a good one. Lonesome Loser, right? And Cool Change. I absolutely love the song Cool Change. Cool Change is my favorite Little River Band song. Absolutely love it. Sorry, got distracted again. Ratesh, ELO. Yeah, I like ELO too. Definitely like ELO. When ELO first came out, or I should say when I first started hearing ELO, they sounded like what the Beatles would have sounded like if they had stayed together. Like if they had stayed together and gotten a little bit more heavily produced. Not that ELO is overproduced or anything, but you know, Jeff Lynne is a master producer, and he always puts his stamp on things. Though you can tell a song that's been produced by Jeff Lynne. It's especially got like the jangly guitars, but a lot of that early ELO stuff sounded like what the Beatles would have turned into. It had a very orchestral sound and just I don't know, just the way his voice was and everything. Loving you. Oh. Loving you. It's easy 'cause you're beautiful. I recorded myself doing that for something. Somebody said, so I put it up in the Discord for like, I don't know, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, you know? Yeah. Oh, scrolled on me. Deedekins. Deedekins is here. I got to scroll back up. I just dropped my mouse. Luckily, it fell right on the carpet. I have a little rug down there for 11 to sit on. I actually put it down there for Wally, but he's outgrown that area. Disco duck. Yeah. Jimmy Carter's wife, Rosalind, passed away, last week, I think? That outfit needs a comeback. Easy Street stuck in my head. Kenny said the wife and I were just talking about picking up a real tree. I mean, I'm on the fence about real trees because, well, first of all, I hate to see a monoculture like that, the tree farms, right? I mean, still better than the plastic. But the plastic tree can last for a super long time if you take care of it. But I hate putting more plastics into to anything. I hate using plastics. We don't buy certain products if it's like individually wrapped inside of it, you know. So I'm on the fence because both of them are detrimental. The Christmas trees, though, the real ones, at least they can be turned into like mulch. Like I used to know a guy here. He runs a bunch of bait farms, right, to supply bait to all the bait stores around here. It's a big fishing area, right, being right on Lake Ontario. And he would take those Christmas trees and throw them into like the crawdad ponds and stuff, and in some of the other ones too, to help whatever was in there. And again, that's a pine tree, and he threw them into all of his ponds. You know, that's something we're told not to really do, right? Because of the resins and stuff, maybe because it's outdoors, so it wasn't as bad. But he did it for years. He always would take our Christmas tree and just throw it into the pond when we were done with it. Yeah, I didn't even think about Shane and the Christmas tree. He's going to think it's an intruder. Yeah, hopefully he's short enough to not be able to do much with it. One of my favorite videos, I have re-released it in different ways so many times, was Tucker. The first year we got this plastic tree we have now, which was like 6 or 7 years ago, Tucker went out to it and he discovered the tree was there, and he went up underneath it and used it to scratch his head. He was just going to town, getting his head scratched on the tree. And I just love that video so much. I've put it out so many times, so many times. What time do you guys put up the tree? It varies. Like, some people put it up Thanksgiving weekend. Some people wait until closer to Thanksgiving or Christmas. It just varies. Like, there's no like set time for most people. Ours, we don't have a traditional time to put it up. A lot of times it is after Thanksgiving, but not always. It just depends, really. It really just depends on what's going on and how festive we're feeling. There's Dee Dee Kins. I finally got down to where she came in. Hi, Dee Dee. And I wore the fringe moccasins in the early 70s. I love those moccasin boots. Are so comfortable, but I lived in Arizona, and that's a stink. There's a stink to those boots. No matter how, hygiene's always been, I've always been very, very aware of my hygiene, overly so. And that was something that always bothered me. I was always embarrassed because those boots, they friggin' stunk. They smelled horrible. They smelled so bad, no matter what I did to them. And it's very hard to clean the inside of leather boots, Mr. Big Stuff. That's what I've heard them called. Gotcha. Whip says, I did the full suede leather fringe jacket and brown leather moccasin boots with fringe in college. It wasn't a style by then, but I never got what people think, except maybe Brooklyn. Yeah. Yeah, I still like that. I would still rock that look today. I still will. I still would if I had those. I bet you can still find the moccasin boots. Let's look them up, just for those few people who don't know what we're talking about when I say moccasin boots. I mean, I'm sure most people know, but there might be some. So let's make sure we've got the right kind. Man, I wish I had pictures from back then. That's what's going to be so nice about you guys. Well, bad and good. For younger people, I mean, you get to document a lot of that stuff. So, I don't have very many pictures of myself at all from that time period. I mean, I had a mohawk at one point. I have no pictures of it. There's a picture of me with a little bit of blonde that was left over because I had dyed part of it. But none of that. No pictures of the moccasin boots, nothing. Well, first of all, when you look through my family's pictures, I was the middle kid. So there was always tons of pictures of my older brother and tons of pictures of my younger sister, but very few of me. And I think that's the case for a lot of middle kids. Okay, here we go. So these, when I talk about moccasin boots, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Those are pretty close. I don't think mine had quite that many layers of fringe, but and these are women's, but they were still just the same. I think mine maybe didn't have like that bottom row, or maybe the bottom 2 rows, or maybe even 3. It might only had the top row of fringe on it. I honestly don't remember. That seems like an awful lot. It almost looks like a ghillie suit there, doesn't it? But that's what I'm talking about. ABS, yay, the snow has arrived. Yes, little bit, not much. There's only a dusting. I don't think we got an inch. Again, we're supposed to be up to 9 inches today. Giggity. Let's see. Let's look at the radar and see what's going on. Loving you. Let's see. Let's get this big radar map. You know what? Let's just do it here instead. We'll do it right on the computer instead. Because it's actually pretty cool, because it does show, currently it does show what lake effect normally looks like, the bands of it. All right, let's pull this one out and go full screen with it. Do 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 do. Ba 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 da ba ba. You got me. You got me, geek boy. All right. So we're here, I believe. Yeah. We're right we're right there. We're right to the right of this 30 right here. So that's where we're at. I don't know. It looks like it's sort of jumbled up. So but see how these are forming in these lines coming off the lake. So this is a horrible example here off to the right because that's pretty widespread. But these other ones that are coming in now, those are a good example of the lake effect because see how the bands are? So you can get 2 foot of snow in one of those bands and not get anything next to it. So this was all earlier. That's when that heavy snow was coming through and it pretty much just blankets the whole area. But then that's really the lake effect. And usually the lake effect is off to the right. Like this is coming down this way. They almost always get a lot more snow off over this way. Oswego, I can see across the lake. I can see that the power plants there in Oswego, they get quite a bit more than us. This whole part right here just gets a lot more snow. And then the Tug Hill Plateau is right up here. And they get a ton. It's one of the snowiest places in the lower 48. So there we go. There we go. So much for not cutting down trees. And the whole house smells like popcorn. Yeah, we haven't had a real tree in forever. But I don't know. Again, on the fence. My daughter-in-law wants to get a real tree this year. She hasn't had a real tree in forever. So they want to go pick one out. And there's fun doing it too, because you go to these tree farms and you go walk in the woods basically, but it's all, monoculture. It's all Douglas firs or whatever the pine trees are that they have. And you walk through there and you pick out the one you want, and they usually give you a ribbon or something. And then you go back and say, okay, I got it. And you give them a rough area, and they'll go out there and cut it down for you and bring it back. And at the same time, you're getting hot chocolate. And the place my daughter-in-law wanted to go, she said they have goats too. So we're going to go pet some goats and have some hot chocolate and let them pick out a tree. It'll be a fun family adventure. Popcorn ceiling mixture can be made from a number of different materials. Some are made from styrofoam, some cardboard, and others are made from a naturally occurring mineral known as, oh yeah, and I think that's what it is, vermiculite. Vermiculite, right? Vermiculite. I believe that's what most of it was. I said sand, but I think it was the vermiculite added in. And hi, Ryan. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Did you have Barbara was asking Dee Dee. And there's Lori. Hi, Lori. How is Bailey doing today? Did she have any adverse effects from the shots at all? Did you have a velvet jacket? I had a couple with the flared out hem. Loved them. You seem far too young for these get-ups. Popcorn ceiling, one of those house jobs you pay someone to do. What a mess. And taking them down was horrible too. Taking those popcorn ceilings or even the walls. Some of the walls we had that on as well. And again, if you are if you've ingested some things and you're not seeing things quite right, or seeing things that maybe aren't even really there, and the light is very low, especially if you're like 16 years old and you're supposed to be sleeping and your parents are up walking around and stuff in the house and you're hearing all kinds of weird noises, and you turn to poop. You turn to poop. Poopy. You turn to popey. It's a popey, pope. Why do I love that so much? I don't know why I love that so much. And thank you, Lori, for dropping those. I have popcorn ceilings and I ain't touching them. I want it all. Queen, little Queen whip, and I want it now. Need the affiliate link. Yeah, I don't want to put the affiliate up there. I know I said I was going to send it to you, but I lied just to get you off my back. I don't want to do the affiliate. You just refused to share it. Because, listen, I'm not convinced 100% that I like the product. So if I don't like the product, I don't want to. It's the first time I've done an affiliate. Now, granted, Aquarium Co-op, I talk about them all the time, and they send me stuff. It's not really an affiliate, though. They're not expecting anything of me. They just know that I'm a fan. And they send stuff to other people as well. So that's different. I don't feel like that's an affiliate. I'm not selling you guys anything. But I feel like with this, I have to make sure that I like it, because I feel like I'd be selling it to you, right? There's more responsibility there as an actual affiliate. So that's why I don't want to share the link until I'm absolutely sure that this is something that I am going to continue to use, and it's worth it. It's worth it. It is more expensive than the gamer subs with the discount, and the discount, I think you guys only get a 10% with that affiliate, so it's not even a huge discount. 10% is okay, but it's not a great discount. I think it's more expensive. I think not a lot more, but I think it's well, let's just go look. Why don't I stop guessing? Why don't we go actually look? We'll compare it. So, gamer subs. Loving you. Gamer subs. Okay, let's find one of their products. Gamer subs energy. And again, there's something with gamer subs too that I don't really care for. I'm just going to show you. I don't care for this. Now listen. I'm not a prude by any means, right? I enjoy a little adult. I enjoy a little adult entertainment, but all of their stuff is marketed to young gamers, and of course all these ones. You know what I'm saying? The marketing on it is not something that I am proud to represent. And I get that maybe that does make me sound like a hypocrite, or it just doesn't. It's a food product. But anyways, $39 for 100 servings. Now the shipping I think is a little more expensive here, but not like crazy. 40 cents per serving. 100 of them, and you get 100 servings for $40. This other one, this Dubby is oh, I forgot about that. I want to change something here. Hold on. I forgot about something I was just doing. There we go. I forgot about that. The Dubby, this is $30, $35, and it's only 30 servings. So it's about $1 per serving compared to 40 cents. So Gamer Subs is a better value than this one. That's another thing. I'm all about value, right? I'm a cheap bastard. I am. I'm cheap. I'm very cheap. But also at the same time, I look for the best deals on things, right? I look for the best deals on things, and this right now is not the best deal. So I'm on the fence. And that's why I won't actually share the affiliate. If you guys want to try it, that's I don't want to earn anything from you trying it, right? I have popcorn ceilings too, and they've cracked the full length of my living room kitchen. I want to ditch the popcorn and fix the crack, but nobody will touch it. Yeah, they're a pain. They're a pain to fix and to tear down. They are. remember doing some of that because I did deconstruction with my father-in-law. He would get a side job and we build a new garage or build something. He knew what he was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. He would just tell me, okay, go take all this stuff down, and he didn't care how I did as long as it got taken down. One time, so in Arizona, one thing they do on older homes is they would lay down a big layer of rock, right? And then they would spray it with this white latex paint. And it was like insulate the house. And that was always a pain to pull off too, because that latex paint would get down in the crevices in the rocks too. So you can't just pull it up and bring up a bunch of it. No, you had to, it was, I don't know how many of those I did with my father-in-law. And that was all my job because like he could hire a crew to take it down in a day. And they would get like, $400 or $500. And this was a long time ago. So $400 or $500 to do it. And I was like, well, let me do it in 2 days and pay me that, $400 or $500. So he did. We've had our fake tree for 18 years or so. Yeah, see, if you're going to, get one that's decent, that'll last forever so that you're not adding all that extra stuff. Big Cat says we cut our Christmas trees with a free permit on public land within the forestry road rights away, a.k.a. the ditch, destined to be cut down as they grow larger anyways, as they grow larger. Nice. Yeah. That's a cool thing, too. I like that. It's destined to be cut down anyways. Plus, it's not from an actual tree farm, right? It's actually just out there. It's like Christmas Vacation. She couldn't blink anymore. The daughter couldn't blink anymore because her eyes were frozen. I'm trying not to buy any more plastic anywhere I can. Yeah, I'm with you. For me personally, I hate the real trees. They're pokey. They're full of sap. You have to go out of your way to get rid of it. Once Christmas over, I'll take my 30-year-old artificial tree. Yeah. Again, I think that there's positives on both sides of it. I don't think it's a black and white situation. Because if you get your tree from someplace like Big Cat's talking about, then you're not doing anything super harmful. You're getting them from a place where they would just be cut down. So when you're using it, but at the same time, like Whip said, what do you do with that tree once you're done with it? If you don't have, like for us, we used to just throw them out in the backyard, in that back area here. That's where it's all brush there right now. That's where we used to just throw the brush. In fact, you can't see it, but over on the very, very right, behind the tree, there is still a little pile of brush there, and actually some old 2x4s and stuff in there too. Nothing else. It's all just wood. But we would just throw our Christmas tree out there again for small animals and stuff to survive the winter easily. And every couple of years, then we would clean out stuff and have a bonfire with it. On the quad in college, it was Hotel California all day, every day from the men's dorms. My mother will buy a live tree each year and then plant it once Christmas. Oh, we used to do that too. Oh, I wish I could show you in Arizona. I can. So we did that too, because we would buy a tree that still had the root ball, use it, and then plant it. That's a great thing to do. Let's see if I can remember. Sorry. I want to see if we can still see. There it is right there. Okay, so man, it has changed so much. There's Taft. Okay, University. I don't know if I'll be able to find this. The place has changed so much. I'm looking for our old house. And I don't remember the address. So bear with me. See, there's the 202 Circle K. Oh, here. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go down to street level. Sorry. I know the dead air bothers me too. Nope, that's not what I want. Go back. Damn it. Oh well. If I can't find it here real soon, I'm gonna stop. Wow, this neighborhood, it just looks horrible. God, it is just. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to stop doing this. I'll do this another time and show you. But I can. I thought I could show you. If I could remember the damn. I'm on the right street, but I can't even see. They might have changed the house so much that I can't even tell what it is. And the neighborhood looks horrible. Good God. I mean, it just looks. It doesn't look like anything like when we lived there. Yeah, I'll do it another time. Sorry, that's enough. But I could show you. I was going to show you the Christmas tree that we planted in the backyard years ago, and that is a great way to do that. Uh, and we did that too. Again with this, which is doing really really bad, but this uh, right there back in the corner, that is a Norfolk Island pine too. And we used that for years as our Christmas tree. It didn't do a very good job. It was very Charlie Brown Christmas. The because you can't put much on these and have them. They're not very strong, right? So it was very very little that we could put on it. We would put some lights close to the trunks and do stuff like that. But I love the fact that you can plant that tree again, and that's even better. That's the best of both worlds right there. You don't have to worry about the tree drying out. You take care of it. It's got the root ball still. When you're done with it, you take it out and you plant it somewhere. Would like to get a live tree, Geek Boy says. There's some spruces that not get very tall. Not sure if they would do well inside, though. I mean, for a short period, right? For your month. Canada's a lot different from a lot of the U.S., and we have a lot of access to trees and public land all over the place. And I honestly have no idea what kind of rules we have for that here in the U.S. I honestly don't know. I've never gone to just public land and had a tree like that. Jenna gave me a suggestion a few weeks ago to put a blanket over your tank and tripod. Yeah, like an old-timey photographer to block it out the glare, and holy smokes, it works well. And Geek Boys talked about doing that too. Yeah, Maya Rudolph. Minnie Ripperton hit those high notes. Her daughter was on SNL, Maya Rudolph. Yep, I love Maya Rudolph too. She's so funny. December 1st, Thanksgiving owns November. That's when you put the tree up. I didn't do it. I admit nothing. Boat shoes also get very rank smelling. Snake leather boots? No, I've never had those. I have. At one time I wore, they weren't snake leather, but they were probably like pleather or something. I don't know, cowboy boots. But that was a very, very short time. I didn't really, I didn't really do any like the cowboy boot style. Back in the day, excuse me, back in the day, pulling out a camera would get you punched, leave no evidence. $52, I must buy them. I can smell them boots from here. Mine were ankle height. Oh, yeah, mine were the high ones. Mine only had the top layer fringe. I think mine too, Whip. 9 man inches or 9 ruler inches. This right now would shut us down. Yeah, the snow. Yeah, that's nothing. I mean, that's nobody even notices. I mean, you could see, yeah, that is, we have to get, really, it has to be like at least a foot of snow in a very short period of time for anybody to really notice. Now, earlier in the year, assholes still drive too fast and don't give them enough space to stop. But as the year progresses and people get used to there always being snow on the ground, it gets better and better, right? As the months go by, people get more used to it and remember and slow down. So this time of the year, especially when the snow has been so late, like, I mean, November is just about done, and this is the second bit of snow we've really had. So when there hasn't been a bunch of snow, there's going to be a bunch of accidents. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Historical reenactors make their own leather items, and I have a friend who does a lot of that too. A lot of making their own stuff. Tell me the 70s was all sunshine, roses, sex, and drugs. Well, it depends on the color of your skin, Geek Boy. Honestly, if we want to be honest, the color of your skin, like a lot in today's society as well. But people always talk about they want to go back to when times were great, but who was it great for? I mean, geez, women in the early 70s, women could not have a checking account in their own name unless their husband or father signed off on it. There's a lot of places in the United States where it was illegal to marry somebody of a different race until the 60s. And in my lifetime, it was against the law for people to marry somebody outside of their race. And I'm doing air quotes for that. Sorry. Alishon said, I used to wear chukka boots. Is that what those were called? Or I don't know what chukka boots are. Because it sounds like it's, we're gonna look that up. Chukka boots. They sound familiar. They don't look familiar. They just look like if these are the right ones, they just look like leather, almost like a leather work boot. Almost. Some of them are work boots. I'm not familiar with the chukka boots. Chukka. I like the name though. And hi, Alishon. One of the Carolinas. Yep. Chukka boots. Barbara Jackson remembers them. Totally forgot about them. We had a friend who wore them only. Yeah, I don't remember ever having those. I remember when gas jumped over $1 and we all lost our shit. Yeah, I remember we went to Canada one time when I was young, and it was by the liter, and it was like over $1, and my dad was freaking out about it. I do remember that. Cigarettes. I remember cigarettes when they went up over $1 pack. What do we got? We got about 15 minutes left, and again, this will automatically send you guys all over to Koros when we're done here. Thanks for hanging out, though. I appreciate it. Let's see. Again, there's no focus on tonight. I might do an hour stream before Peplin and Foxanne do theirs. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. if I do, I'll taste that beer that Whip sent me. That'll be the last of the Snarf for Barf items for now. So that might be a good time to do that. Just do an hour stream before. And Saturday, there also is not a focus on this week. That will be Chattanooga Ed. We'll be doing a stream on his channel. But next Tuesday will be Aquafunk. And then Chris Aquazone. And then LJ Laura Shrimp. LJ Shrimp. Laura. Why do I get her names wrong so often? I'm so sorry, Laura. I called her Latoya the one time, and I just, poor girl, I keep messing up her name. She will be on. And then, again, we're doing an open panel with Victor's idea, Ugly Sweaters. Anybody who wants to join us the day after Christmas, it's a Tuesday night. If you'd like to join us on the panel, it's the same as Halloween. It's just you have to wear an ugly sweater to join us. I can have 6 people at a time on there, which I think is perfect. I think any more than that is too much. 6 people total, myself and 5 others. So we'll just rotate through if people join us, and we'll do for however long we go. So. I get it. It's the day after Christmas. A lot of you people will be spending time with your families, which is great. I hope that's what you're doing. But if you don't, come hang out. And if you've never been on a live stream before, been on camera before, that would be a great place to do it. And it's jumping. It jumped very slowly there. I was on Ryan's comment. I got to find it. See, man, where was it? I must be way far behind. Wow. Okay, there we go. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm 20 minutes behind somehow. We got 15 minutes left. One time this guy from the tree place offered to strap the tree to my car while we go check out their produce shop. Came back out to head home and he tied all the doors shut. Dumbass. That's hilarious. What were they thinking? What was he thinking? What was he thinking? She's doing great. No after effects. Good. Poop, y'all. All right, I got to scroll down. We know you're a jerk. No need to explain about the URL you're hoarding. I got to feel right. And I never like to sell things, right? Even the stuff I give I give away, like my guppies and the driftwood and all that kind of stuff. I like to give stuff away. I don't like to sell things. I feel like when I sell things, it's just hard to be sincere when you're somebody selling things. For me, I don't know. So that's why it's an energy drink, Brandon. It's an energy drink, and it does seem to do a pretty good job. The energy side of it is pretty decent. It does perk me up. It does wake me up. The fish food was the Aquarium Co-op Tube Effects dried. Here, let's go back to this one. Tube Effects. The light's bad here. You can't. Tube Effects dried cubes from the Aquarium Co-op. There's also some root tabs and some Easy Green, because they send me stuff about once a month. And I do use the hell out of the Tube Effects worms and the brine shrimp, the dried brine shrimp they send, and the other stuff too. I've been on a much more regular schedule dosing, especially the 75, but all the tanks. I do it all. I've been doing the root tabs. You don't have to put root tabs in all the time, right? But I have done more, especially the 75. It's really coming along so much better. Even though right here, this is a big mess of Pocostemon octopus, and I let it go again because it grows so fast. I need to just cut it down. The bottom of it is doing great. It's really bushy. It's not too stemmy, but I let it grow too much, and now it's getting stemmy there. But everything else in that tank's doing pretty good, plant-wise. I've been on a much more regular schedule with it, though. What is? I was confused. You were talking. Yes, this is an energy drink. This I thought you meant this because I was comparing the sizes. This is a fish food. Sorry, Ritesh. We see red, white, and green fish for Christmas colors. Red and let's see. I don't really have any red fish. Well, I have the peppermint or candy cane tetras. I have some of those. I don't really have my Denison barbs do have quite a bit of emerald green on the top. Absolutely love. They become my favorite fish in my fish room. The Denison barbs. Yeah, waifu stuff is a bit much. Yeah, I get it. I like adult entertainment. It just how many of their servings fit into your serving? I read chip serving size. You can't fool me. Actually, I do try to use an actual serving, and they make it easy, right? Like, even though I fill up this glass with water, and you're supposed to do 12 to 16 ounces, I do the one scoop, which they give you, right? There's a scoop in here. And again, this stuff is a lot more like flour for you people that have tried the Gamer Sups. This is a lot more like powder, like a flour. But, they give you a scoop, and I do use the one scoop for this glass, which is like 52 ounces or something like that. It says on there somewhere, but I can't look because it's on the bottom. See, look. See the powder? A lot different than the other energy drink things. Does this say? Can I get to it? "75 fluid ounces." This is 75 fluid ounces. And you're supposed to mix it with 12 to 16, which is a normal size of an energy drink, right? But I've always watered it down because I drink so much water anyways. I drink a ton of water every day. I mean, I'll have 4 of these a day easy. And, but I still only use one scoop with this. So it does thin it out. Jesus. I'm losing my train of thought. Gamer Sup servings are pretty powerful. I don't overdo it with that stuff. Excuse me. Okay, scrolling down because I want to I scrape off a lot of popcorn texture. I have a scraper type thing that attaches to a shop vac. It's nice at controlling the mess. Gotcha. I know sometimes too, if it's been around forever, if it's been around forever, it's more difficult to pull off than it is if it's, and most of that popcorn stuff has been around forever. But sometimes you can get it right and you can pull a whole sheet of it right up. Sketty says they gather all the real trees after the holidays and dump them in the lake for fish cover. See, that's good. Again, I knew somebody used to do that with the ponds here. I don't know if we have any place around that does that here. My friend did it. But he owned a bait shop, or a bait farm, excuse me. He didn't own a bait shop. He owned a bait farm. So he had ponds all over the place with different minnows and crawdads and all kinds of different things. And he would use those. But I don't know if we have any official place here. I think they when you turn them in, they cut them up into mulch. Oh, that's nice too. We have a fake tree for years. We've had a fake tree, but I do get some live garland for the evergreen smell. You know what? I get these wax melts. And the evergreen one, I don't know where Michelle got these ones from. I like the ones from Etsy the most, but this one she got, like I've got cedar oak wood in there right now, and it smells good, and the pine one smells good too. And what's hilarious to me about it, do you guys know what that is right there? Have you seen the TikToks? Have you seen? Do you know what that is? The little red truck with the Christmas tree in the back? If you don't know what that is, it's funny. It's funny. It's nothing major. It's just it's a little, God, and this is so strong I can smell the pine out of it. And it doesn't smell chemically, which a lot of these things, if you get them from like Walmart and stuff, a lot of them, they smell horrible. They smell like chemicals, right? It's I need the ones that smell a little more real. The wind really picked up. It's really windy out there now. Damn, I wish I had my weather station is still not up and running, so I don't know what the gusts are, but it sounds windy, and you can see the bigger tree above my head here is really whipping good. It's probably not that bad though. I bet it's maybe 20 miles an hour gusts, maybe up to 30 mile per hour gusts. I used to be pretty good with that, with the what was it called, the Beaufort scale for the wind. Isn't that what the Beaufort scale? See, I forget that stuff. I made a few naughty comments. I think the reason the mods know it, they showed up in their hold for review queues. What now? I mean, I don't see any. I've got the mod stuff turned on, and I'm not seeing any mod activity. So, cute. I think the reason the mods. Cost of real trees from a local farmer has gone through the roof, but I still buy when the township picks them up at the curb. We used to know a family too that was my wife's cousin would work for him every year at the tree farm, and so we would go when he was there. And he'd walk out there with us into the field and find the tree, and that way we sort of got to hang out with him a little bit too. And they'd have hot chocolate, so you'd be walk along with your hot chocolate, and it's just it's a day like today, or maybe there'd be even more snow. But they kept it clean enough so that you weren't walking through mud or anything. Dee Dee said, I keep my fake trees so long they fall apart, but the Fort Macon people have a drop off for real trees to place in the sand dunes. Oh, gotcha. See, that's a good thing too. So that's what makes the real tree so much better though, because it does have a secondary use. It's not, even though you're keeping a plastic tree forever, but still a monoculture is not good for the environment either. So there's so much there. I don't think there's an easy right answer with it, because first of all, it's Christmas time. Let's enjoy our time. I don't want to put a damper on that fun, but then again, let's not ruin our environment, right? Okay. Someone poke me and wake me up. We got 3 minutes left. And I'm scrolling down real quick to see. The Christmas vacation car from the movie is officially out driving around. He does it through January. Nice. J-Rock. Better late than never. Hope you're well today. Same with you. I hope you're having a good day, man. Trying to get a train video out this AM. A training video or a train video about a train? Rico rocking the cowboy boots. Yeah, I did not like cowboy boots, really. They just weren't comfortable and, didn't care for them. I cut down a tree in front of our dorm back in the day. It's not a good idea. It cost me a lot of hours donated. So the one apartment I lived in, my roommate, his name was Chris. I still remember his last name because he had I'm just going to tell you. You can look him up. Plantinitis. It sounds like a disease. Chris Plantinitis. It was my roommate. He always had that last name was weird. Chris Plantinitis. Well, one night he came home and he opens up the door and he just starts throwing these Christmas trees in. they're still wrapped tight. You know, they're not formed. They're wrapped with string or netting or whatever it was. So they're wrapped tight. You know, they look more like a spear, right? And he opens the door and he starts throwing a whole bunch of Christmas trees in, and then he just ducks his head and he goes, "If the cops are looking for me, I was never here." And then he left. So we had like a stack of Christmas trees, and I didn't see him for like another 2 or 3 days later. I mean, that was common. We wouldn't see him forever, and then he would just come around. But we had so many Christmas trees. We that year we took our Christmas tree and tied it to the ceiling, so it was upside down from the ceiling, and then stapled all the presents and stuff. There was nothing in the boxes; they were just boxes to the ceiling as well, so everything was upside down. But Chris stole a bunch of Christmas trees. I still remember the look on his face. He had this little secret smile on his face, you know, and he was like, if the cops ask, I was never here. What are we doing with all these Christmas trees then? The Jim Green Vellies. They're sort of like Chukka, and every purchase helps fund South African nice, predominantly by providing them boots. Nice. Very cool. See, and I like stuff like that. Okay. There we go. I think you're wrong, Whip. I won't get into it too much, and I'm way behind. Stronger as a nation. I'm going to disagree. I think that a lot of people were marginalized even more so than they are today. And it was great for people like you and I. And it was a better place for people like you and I. But for the rest of the people that live with us and are part of our societies and our communities, and, you know, a lot of them didn't have it all that good. And some of them, anyways, it's that time. Thank you, everybody. I want to end this. I'm sure I missed some comments. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Isn't upside down Christmas tree sacrilegious? I guess if you're religious. You think we're stronger now with everyone at everyone's throats. I don't think people are at everyone's throats as much as it seems like. I don't think that that's true. I don't think that we are definitely stronger now as a nation than we were then. Back then, it was only one group of people who had it good, and nobody else. And now a lot of other people are getting to partake of that as well. And there isn't as much strife as is seen, right? Day to day, you have all your people that are outraged over the stupidest thing that's made up, that's not even true. Starbucks has the wrong color cup this year, and you can't say Merry Christmas. Nobody ever said you couldn't say Merry Christmas. So there's a lot of fake outrage, but when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, that's all it is. It's fake outrage. So anyways, we got off into the woods there, and I don't like to do that too often, but thank you guys. We're going to end this, and this will automatically send you over to Coro. So thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you guys maybe tonight, probably tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow.